Hello and welcome to week 4. For week 4, the first thing that you're going to do is to complete your reading assignment. For this week, you're going to read through the modes of persuasion. You're going to read through research strategies and evaluating sources. You'll also have at your disposal the prezzies that go through the key points of each of those segments. All right, then moving on to the review section. You do have that additional library instruction from our librarian. So I've posted that video. It takes you to OU's eSpace. So you'll need to log in using your NetID and password, and then you'll be able to play the video. In addition, you've got your criteria for project number 1. Project number 1 is a rhetorical analysis. Now, the reason that we do the rhetorical analysis is part of our moving towards this large project that will be due on the last day of the semester that uses the same topic, is that you've selected 2 journal articles so far, 2 peer-reviewed journal articles, and you've kind of gotten a little bit of, information about how they're set up, things like beginning with a literature review and methodology where they've conducted their own study, and then discussion at the end where they are bringing, what's previously been said about their particular research topic and what their study has shown. They kind of bring that together. So that's the general layout of a scholarly article. Not all scholarly articles look like that, but many do, and that's really where you're headed this semester. You're going to create your own. They call it an IMRAD style, where you've got your introduction and literature review, then your methods, your results, in your discussion. So at any rate, what I want you to do is dig into what makes those journal articles work. So you're only going to select one of them, but I want you to really think about what the author has done to be a successful writer. And hopefully that's going to transfer to you creating this large project that will be building on all semester. So you're really investigating what works argumentatively, organizationally, to be an effective, writer. So this rhetorical analysis, you'll choose one article from your annotated bibliography, and your analysis should be 3 to 5 pages, typed and double spaced. You really want to think about, how the writer wrote this particular article, not what they wrote. It's okay to include, obviously, as support for how they wrote what they've written, but it shouldn't be a summary. It shouldn't be just a regurgitation of the article. You should be looking at, how did they develop ethos and pathos, logos, which strategies did they use, and what made that an effective argument. Or you could even choose that it didn't make the, argument. You can find that as you critically analyze an author's, approach, that there are either parts of it that are ineffective, or it was ineffective as a whole. So that becomes your argument. At any rate, what I've done is I've included a sample so that you can kind of read through it and think, about what this might look like. So, this is a former student's argument, based on BTS as method, a counter hegemonic culture in the network society. That was the name of the article. You can see how she introduces the article first, and then moves through, what was, the effective use of various rhetorical devices, and then concludes. It's set up in APA format, which this, will need to be. You're going to submit that rough draft here And then you'll also participate in a peer review forum. What you're going to do for the peer review forum is attach your rough draft. That's going to be, the first post. And then you'll locate and read one classmate's essay, and you'll respond by answering these questions. Students have often just copied and pasted the questions into their reply and answered underneath. Sometimes they just number their answers and follow that order. Sometimes they've pulled the questions out into a Word document and uploaded an attachment as a reply. It's really up to you. But what I do want you to keep in mind is, people are going to be posting their drafts at different times. Please be a good classmate, a thoughtful classmate by responding to a new person's draft. We don't want one person to get 10 peer reviews just because they posted early and some people to get no peer reviews. Please, kind of spread that out, and likewise your classmates will do the same for you. If you have any questions as you move through the assignments for week 4, just let me know. I'm happy to walk you through any pieces of it if you need additional help.